Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. Excellent. All right. So let me go ahead and just pull up the other part of this. Welcome back, Divine Collective. It is your Divine Goddess, DEVI. What's going on? I hope everyone had a wonderful day or is having a wonderful day. Let me just pull this up, y'all. We're going to get into it. Today's live stream, y'all, I'm jumping into my entertainment read early, y'all, because you know everything is hot off the press as of last night and today. Listen, let me tell you something. We're going to do an update with Blue Circus and, of course, the winner, the champion, Miss Kashan Rock. All right, now, holding hands in the house for the win. I know that's right. Congratulations. I love it. I love it. All right. Hey, what's going on? And now, do me a favor, everybody, hit that thumbs up button as you enter into the live stream, y'all. All right, should I get first, y'all? I'll pull those. That's cool. I'll pull those. But y'all, okay, first we got to give you know what? Let me do these. First, we got to give a big shout out to Miss Chrisean, Holy Hands, for the win. Congratulations, baby girl. You did your thing last night, and you deserve your win. So go ahead and feel very proud of yourself. You know, you've done a lot of work, and your fairy tarot godmother is very proud of you. Okay, Kashan? That's what I'm talking about. Big ups. All right, so I just want to send that through for Kashan first and foremost before we get into anything. And y'all, on the flip side of things, you know, where we have the win, man, somebody taking a big L. You know who taking a big L? Nevaeh. Nevaeh is taking a crazy L. And I had to jump on ASAP to talk about this situation. So first and foremost, let's get around for Kashan. We got good stuff right here. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay, let me get a shuffle on that. All right. First, we're gonna tap in spirit. We're gonna just get a quick 1-2 for Kashan to see where she at, and then we're gonna get right into Nevaeh because that is an emergency situation. Nevaeh, you are you're in danger. I'm just gonna be straight with you. Look at you. Okay, you see this Nevaeh? Bondage and Starseed. This is you, and this is Blueface. What's trying to be done to you? You are in a situation. Okay, mommy. That's all I'm gonna tell you. All right, so spirit. Let's get a shuffle first. We're gonna get some cards out for Chrisean. Now that she has had her fight, she has had a win. We want to see where she's at with things. The truth of the matter, we're gonna give you. She's feeling a little banged up afterwards. I can see it. Okay, I can see it, spirit. All right. Not bad, but you know, she's feeling it. She's feeling it. Because I could tell in portions of the fight, you know, there was where she wanted to just truly stick to her training, but then there was parts where she was like, I got to bust out of this and incorporate, you know, a little bit of my field training with my gym training. I saw that. Times when Zenith would hit her, you know, and then she's like, okay, this is not a joke. This is not a game. You know what I mean? These punches are really coming, and I really need to get with this. So, okay. She's feeling very emotional right now. You know what I mean? She's shocked. Spirit, give me some cards for Kashan. Ooh, wee. Okay, y'all see that, right? Stop playing. All right, you see that? We have faith. Okay. We have mature man. This could be Coach Calvin, okay? Or this could be other of the trainers and different people that are surrounding her right now, but I really feel that as Coach Calvin in some type of way. Here she has another gentleman here. She was surrounded by a group of people who are really, you know, on her side and really backing her up, supporting her, pushing, you know, for her highest good in this situation. So I can clearly see that you can see that truth right there. All right, bliss right here. You have other female energies, or either this could be Kashan herself, feeling very, very happy, very, very content. This could be a couple as well. I don't know who this couple is. All right. Here, Jezebel. This is still the energy that lurks around Kashan. You know what I mean? All right. This could be a actual person in her energy that she's unaware of. Jezebel, somebody who could be fronting, showing one face and hiding some other type of energy. or this could just be an energy that's still looming, you know, around trying to pull her in as far as soulmates go. You know, people around her wanting her to still be in this kind of lustful energy, you know? And Kev said, that's right. That's on truth. All right, Kashan. That's a little layout for you. That's a little layout for you. All right. I like it, Kashan. Still in the church. She's done a lot of praying. You know, the fight was good. It made her very happy. She's conquering her demons from what I can see, especially in regards to being partnered with different people. Not just Blueface, different people. Soulmate connections. You know? People she knows. She's overcome, she's battling and also fighting and praying over a lot of mental illness as well with Chrisean. All right? So do know that. She still battles, it says, mentally and emotionally unstable. This is what she's been working on with all that work in the gym to bring herself to a higher vibration with Starseed. I can clearly see that. And they said they didn't doubt her in one. They didn't doubt her at all. They didn't doubt her at all. Her team, they said, we just expected it. We was just sitting back waiting for it. You know, we knew it was coming up and it happened. So I get it. I get it. Anything Kashan want to say? Let me see. Anything Kashan want to say? Anything Kashan want to say? Okay, let's see. Ritual, mature woman. She says a lot of people been praying over her, watching over her with ritual, mature woman. This could be her sisters. You know, she has like what, Tessa and Tareen and this one and that one. I don't know. She has a gang of them. You know, her mom. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people around her, I think, that have been praying over her. She might have also felt that people could have put some type of spell work on her at some point or another. You know, to disrupt her mental stability. Anything you want to say, Kashan? Yeah, awaken. She had to wake up. She had to wake up to some things. Or either the prayers that people have put over her, you know, they've helped her clear her passageway to get some type of abundance and to rise as the star that she is. It says rising star at the top there, 77. So maybe it was shocking to know, either to know that either so many people were praying for her, or either to know that so many people were trying to do like some type of negative energy towards her, especially her partners in this area, you know, in this area. And also there are a lot of men still lusting after Chrisean. Yes, they are. They are. Yep. She had to wake up, is what I'm also seeing. She had to wake up to things that were blocking her finances and blocking her prosperity. She came off financially with this fight. Okay, this is going to propel her even more. All right? This is going to propel her even more. There's somebody who has their eyes on Kashan. You see this with Divine Masculine? See that? Somebody has their eyes on Kashan. And they said she's been doing a lot of work on herself. And she's broken a lot of spiritual ties with this voodoo. Okay? When she was with Blueface or when she was with other partners, they had her looking like this. You know, they had her in a very toxic energy. I don't look at the voodoo as the thing. I look at it's like an energy that was over her. A promiscuous, lusting energy. Not just over actual things. I'm talking about just the pride of life. You know, wanting for material possessions and all that stuff. You saw she gave away her chains or something like that. She's going very natural from the way she used to put on a lot of makeup. You know, it's not as heavy. I can clearly see she's worked on her health. You know, her physical, her nutritional intake. You know what I'm saying? She's done a lot of work on herself, purifying her body, and she's on the pathway for sure. She's on the pathway for sure. Okay, some things have ended for Kashan. You know what I mean? She's seeing the light of a new day or something like that. She feels hopeful. Okay, and she definitely still wants to meet somebody new. You know, but she's definitely ended a lot of relationships as well. You see that coming on the end? She's ended a lot of relationships and chosen to go on the path. And some people don't like, you know, the way Kashan is moving. They don't like it. You know, everybody's watching in the community, but it is what it is. You know, she's a champ. Now, with all that being said, with the congratulations, we still can't forget Junior, Chrisean Jesus. You know what I'm saying? If Chrisean Jesus could speak, is there anything Chrisean Jesus wants to say about this situation? Anything Kashan Jesus wants to say? Relationship right here. Relationship. He says he loves his mom. I'm not really looking at the no clothes. I'm just looking at the hearts around. He says he loves his mom. I looked at as him. He says he's staying in church with his mom. You know? Okay? He's telling her, be careful of any guys. He says because they have attachments. And if the attachments get on her, they're going to make her karmic again. He says, Mom, just be careful of any attachments. All right? See? That's me right there. Okay? Anything else? He says, wow, I can't believe you got that message out. I can't believe you got that message out. Anything else? There could also be somebody in the church who has their eyes on Kashan. Yeah, they've been trying to send her messages talking about they want to connect with her on the low. Yep, I see it. Yeah, be careful, Kashan. Yeah, they'll try to get next to you anywhere. I don't care where you are. You know, you're looking very attractive. Back me up, spirit. You're looking very attractive to a lot of people with commitment. So that's the message right there. Okay, she said blocked. Okay, very good, Kashan. Let me see. Yep. She has a lot of people standing in the way of people who would otherwise deter her with this legal. This could also be like a guardian angel. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, a lot of people are trying to offer Kashan cups of love. She has a lot of love right now, and that's what's going on with your girl. Okay? Okay, let's see. Now, let me hop right into this real quick for a second. Kashan, we'll come back to you. We'll come back to you. You enjoy your win, and congratulations. Okay? Congratulations. You destroyed a lot of narratives about you last night. You know what I'm saying? We're still watching, you know, about Kashan Jesus. But you did your thing last night with your holding hands. Congratulations. Now let's hop right into this with Nevaeh. Nevaeh, what the hell is going on, y'all? What is going on? Nevaeh, you don't love yourself. I'm just going to be straight with you. Your fairy tarot godmother's up. You do not love yourself, Nevaeh. You see this? This is the Ten of Wands. This is walking away, packing your bags, and going on your path. All right? I told you once, and I'll tell you again. Your ancestors always kept coming through saying Nevaeh is not doing the right thing in this situation, that you need to be doing something else. I told you Blueface is a narcissist. I told you he's going to take you up and through there. I told you you're not going to get away or get out of that. I told you that. You can go back and watch my readings. I told you he's playing with you. You're not going to escape it. If you left today or tomorrow, Nvea, whoever new he gets, it may look good from the outside, but trust and believe he's going to take you through there. That's why he's attracted to women like a Stunna. Because Stunna is also a narcissist, baby. And Stunna don't mind taking somebody through there, too. They understand what it is, and they don't give a damn. Okay? So if you're not that energy, what are you doing hanging around Camp Blueface? We all told you you wanted that baby. It's time for you to get up out of it. It's time for you to ascend from that, Nvea. This is the world. This is a new start. Okay? This is a new beginning. This is also the baby in your womb, you know, that's feeling all the energy that you're feeling. I watched that stream, Nvea. That's crazy. You let that man call you all kind of bitches, okay? You let him put his hand in your face in Nvea. And trust and believe, if you did not have that baby in your stomach and we weren't on that screen, Nvea, I told you he got hands and feet off camera, okay? And you asking for hands and feet off camera. Spirit is telling you, the Wheel of Fortune can spin in your favor, Nvea. You can have a new beginning. You can start over. You can end this shenanigans, this circus. All right? I told you, you're in Hollywood right now. You're not in the regular world no more, Nvea. Everything you do is going to be on camera. He's a streamer, and it's the clicks and views, and it's going down. But the bigger matter is that he doesn't have any respect for you, or else he wouldn't do you like that on camera, and you know that. You can't keep spitting out your mouth, but I love you. You know, I don't know why you treat me this way. He said, because you treat yourself this way. What are you even doing with a man like me? He's not ready to settle down, Nvea. You have a child in your stomach. You sitting on that camera. He made you explain yourself after he just came in from doing something nefarious, who knows where, with who knows who. I told you, especially if he's not using any protection, that's dangerous for you and your child. He says he cares about how. How can you care about this woman? Even if y'all hadn't had that argument, Nvea. Even if y'all hadn't had the argument. How is going out sleeping with women unprotected, then coming back to you, putting that in your body unprotected, good for your baby? You don't love yourself if you allowing it, and he knows it. That's why he said, you're no better than me. He was trying to clock all your teeth. You let this man into your history, okay? Stop letting this man into your history. Stop talking. He wants to get you talking. That's the goal of a narcissist, to engage you. Why don't you go do some studying on narcissism, baby girl? Look at you with the baby in your stomach. Okay? Spirit sees you so beautiful. So beautiful. So passionate. So full of life. Aren't you an Aries? That's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius right there. All right? That's Knight of Wands. Here we are talking to you. And you're very passionate. You're very beautiful, Nevaeh. Okay? But Spirit says you need to do some inner work. You need to take a look in the mirror. Okay? Justice. There's an injustice going on right now. And this is also indicating sexual pleasure. You know? Spirit says, I know that you're feeling so much passion right now, especially with the baby in your stomach. I know you're feeling all this bodily changes, and it's hot like fire, and you and him have this passion going on. But outside of that, what happens? He finds any way that he can to get out of your way. Okay? To find something else to do. Yeah. He doesn't take you out, you know. He's got you in the house. He talks to you crazy. Calls you bitches on camera. Come on, did you hear the car horn honk, Nevaeh? Come on, baby girl, wake up. He just disrespected you on that camera. And he would have put them hands on you. He had his hands all in her face. He aggravated the shit out of her until she got out of the bed. I wanted to tell her at that point, you should have gotten out of the bed because you were laying there like this. You were laying there like this, Nevaeh. Okay? You see that heart in there, in that nest? This is the Four of Swords. She's brokenhearted right now. And that's a lot of stress on you and the baby. That's a lot of stress. Come on, did you hear car horn honking, Queen of Wands? That's you, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The Spirit said that's too much. That's too much. This is not why I brought you here to be feeling like this. Okay? That's too much. And she's trying to think about what she should do. Trying to make a decision about where she should go. Let me see if I can turn this down without turning it off. This is so bright. Okay. She's trying to think about what she should do. Two of Wands. All right? The communication that happened between her and Blue, that was completely embarrassing. He's going to show you that you're no better than any of his other hoes. He's going to show you you're just a pregnant one. Okay? And if you want to get fed and you want to be treated moderately, kindly, or nice, shut your mouth. You're not going to control him. You're not going to tell him what to do. This is his perspective. He's a narcissist. You're there for his use, I told you, for his pleasure, for his enjoyment. You know? And you put your heart out there. And he knows that. And once you put your heart out there, the first time you tell a narcissist that you love him, they say, got him. Got him. They're going to run that play. And she says, well, I don't have a lot. You know what I mean? Like, he helps me and stuff like that. Yes, and another crazy thing is Superior. Superior is attached to him at this point, and that's what the sad thing is. So she kind of feels in a way like she has to stay in the situation, and just by being truthful. Nevaeh, the world's not truthful. You're dealing with a narcissist. You're dealing with a narcissist. Do you know a narcissist is a demon? That's a demon, girl. They're not gonna never change. They're not gonna never treat you right. Did you not do your research on the relationship with him and Kashan? Did you not really do your research? Did you think it was Kashan? It was only Kashan. Kashan had her ways too. But see, Kashan was very powerful. Kashan took him up and through there. You see this? Kashan took him up and through there. You heard? Kashan bust him on top of his head with a damn bottle. And every 2 minutes you reaching out and you grabbing his face and trying to shut him up and calling him a goofy and calling him a bitch. And that is just building up. It's like a snowball. You think he's taking these things lightly? I told you I heard the aggression in your voice many readings ago. The way you talking to him. The way y'all talking to each other. I heard the aggression. Because the more that he sees the look on your face that it's making an impact when he gets up and he's on camera with this one and that one and doing whatever he want to do, especially Stunna. You know? Got them in the house, the same house that you walking around, in the same bed that you in. Girl, you're not going to stop nothing. You breaking your own heart and he knows it. And every time he see that look on your face, he just digs it in a little deeper. And he's pissed off about the videos coming out about you and the other guy. Now, it's old. I'm agreeing with Nvea. But he's a narcissist. He's going to use that against you. He's going to weaponize that against you, young lady. He's going to weaponize that. Okay? And he's going to keep you in the loop. He gonna keep you in your loop trying to explain things that weren't even there before he got there. Like that. These are things that happened before he even came into the picture. See that communication, all this back and forth arguing you were doing with him? You're breaking your own heart, Spirit said. You see this? Nvea was very embarrassed. It was almost like humiliation rituals. He called her a goofy bitch. Uh-huh. He said something about somebody bleeding, and that's when she got hot and said, don't say that. Like, what the F is you talking about? That's crazy talk. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means somebody put hands. If you don't want to make make some red come out. I don't know what that means. But that's what he said. That's what he said. Or embarrass her to the point that she feels like, doing something to herself. I don't know what that statement is about. But he said that to her. And she got upset. She put her hand over his mouth. She got up out the bed. And then by the end of all this arguing, she literally did get up out the bed and just like flipped out and started, he's asking you questions on camera. That's not somebody who respects you. Because y'all could have these conversations off camera if he respected you, Nevaeh. He thoroughly turned up on you in that bed. Because after he's seen that stuff, I told you, if he gets any inclination or thought in his mind that you about to do him like Kashan did him, or he about to go through the same cycle, he already knew that though. He already knew that the way he been out here moving though. What can you expect, bros? Like what can you expect, Lou? But I told you, if you got any thought in his mind that he is going to take you through there, yes, he gonna want a DNA test when it comes to family, and money, because he feels everybody's just trying to get a link to his wealth or his finances or whatever he has, his assets, his home. I don't know what it is, and they trying to do it through love. He not in love with nobody, Nevaeh. He's not in love with anyone right now. Do you think he's not even side-eyeing who? Pink face. Yeah, I'm going to tell you that. That's his daughter and everything. But she's still a female. She's a woman. She's going to be a woman one day. And the way that she's talking to him now, you do think he's not side-eyeing watching that? He watching that. Yeah. Queen of Swords. Spirit says you need to do more research. You need to get quiet and get by yourself. He says you need to get from over there. Spirit says you need to get from over there. Okay? It's more studying you need to do. Get a little bit more quiet. Because right now, he intends to stress you out. Okay? That was completely abusive on there right now. You know what I'm saying? In my perspective, that's in my opinion. This is the entertainment hypothetical read. I don't know them. They don't know me. We're just doing an entertainment hypothetical read here. But yeah, that was a bit abusive. And if you think you're going to go through a peaceful pregnancy, the minute you said you just want a peaceful pregnancy, he laughed. He laughed, Nevaeh. He said, huh? You think you're going to go through a peaceful pregnancy after a dude just put up something? He don't care if it was from 2 years ago. The fact that he's once again embarrassed having that out. Did you hear the car horn honk? That's driving that. That's driving that. So, yeah, you thinking should you go? Should you stay? Pause, red light, green light, 1, 2, 3 type action. Spirit says stop thinking about it. This is a no-brainer. You see this? She says she don't want to get put out in the cold from the situation with her and her child. Once again, now that Superior is also attached to the situation, and both of them are thinking, King of Swords, Queen of Swords. Okay, this is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. This is Blue. She feels he's being very harsh with her. His heart is not in it. His heart is not in it, Nevaeh. He wasn't healed when he came. And that's the shock that you're getting, that you're understanding right now. And you trying to show us that you're going to be this strong and that strong. You know how you be strong, Nvea? Get quiet and remove yourself from the scene. And focus on on the baby in your stomach, and focus on your other child. And focus on where you're going next as far as, ascension, leveling up. What you're going to do next as far as finances go. Start paying attention to you. Do you want to start a YouTube channel? Do you want to start a TikTok channel? I don't know what it is that y'all do. You want to start a streaming channel? What do you need to do that? To have your own conversations with people, to have your own audience. If you say, I don't want to be on there, then get quiet. You can't have 1 foot in and 1 foot out. This is Hollywood, I told you. And you playing, hopscotch right here. Back and forth. She says, I'm strong. No, I've been through a lot. Yes, you have been through a lot, but why put yourself through more? Spirit says you also need to connect with more female energies. What a narcissist will do is isolate you. Sometime when he gets to bothering you, you continue to lay in that bed while he's turning up the heat on you. You need to get up out the bed when he's turning up the heat. Okay, get up out the bed, go take a shower, go change the vibration, go play some music. Stop allowing yourself to sit in the chaos. He loves when you sit in the chaos. Right now, your head is going. Stay off of certain social media pages, especially his. Especially his. Because if it is of no accord what he's doing, you arguing and talking to him about what he just did and what he didn't do, that's not going to do anything. Right now, he's playing mind games with you. He's going to take you up and through there with this Three of Cups, with all of these women that he is sleeping with the Nine of Wands. He's going to take you through there. And all of this, what? Spirit said for a couple of coins. Spirit said all of this for a couple of coins, Nvea. Yeah, belt to ass, Nvea. Yeah, getting right on you, hot like fire. Oh, yeah. Took you right through there on camera. She said, I know. Look at that color hair. That's Nevaeh's color hair. Even a little lighter she got. But yeah. Spirit says, I know you may not have a lot. I know it may feel, slow. Okay? But Spirit needs you to tap in, Nevaeh. Spirit needs you to tap in. Spirit says, I know you're not walking around saying you tapped in with your ancestors and you connected to me, the divine. I know, because you know why I know, Nevaeh? These are questions I had to ask myself once upon a time when I found myself in a situation. It's crazy. When you're looking at it from the outside in, you got to go somewhere quiet where you can sit back and watch your own stream. You're in the stream. You got to remove yourself from the stream so you can watch the stream like we're watching the stream. Took you right up through there. Came in, you know what I mean? I didn't see him getting no shower. He could have. And they could have started the stream from a certain point. I don't know. I don't watch it 24/7 like that. But I didn't see him even getting a shower in Nvea. He got right in the bed. And then you laying there with an attitude is not going to change the situation. Why be there at all? Or somebody else going to be in the bed. Well, let them. Let them. Right now, you're just having the child. Bring a healthy child to the world. Focus on that. Spirit says, I need you to focus on that. You see that light coming from her chest? That's like the baby in the stomach. And Spirit needing her to get quiet and focus. Spirit said, get quiet and focus and move forward. This is moving forward. This is the Chariot. And she says, she's been thinking. You see that four? This is the Four of Pentacles. Nevaeh's not as abundant as Blue is. I don't know where she comes from, what her background is, but she says she just didn't want to be the fool. But she feels she might have to take that journey anyway. Because this is the new beginning. Didn't we start with this? She's going to have to go ahead and jump right into this. She's going to have to. Because the way he is treating you, Nvea, you already know. I told you that, though. You know what I mean? I told you he's a narcissist. Anybody that gets with him, he's going to take them up and through there. Okay? Into yesteryear. Just like he did Kashan. When you're with a narcissist, you will not get away with it. Even if it was Stunna. The only thing you can hope to do is stay for a good time and not a long time. Make the interaction very short, very brief. Very short and very brief. Spirit says, free yourself, Nevaeh. Free yourself. That's the sun energy. That's Leo energy. Okay? That's fire sign. That's still under you. Free yourself. Your spirit is longing to get out of this situation, Nevaeh, that you have put yourself in. You are punishing yourself. That's why I said you don't love yourself right now. Right now. You say, I do love myself. No, you don't. You wouldn't dare allow anybody to talk to you like that. Look at this. You wouldn't dare anybody allow you to mentally put you in that energy. Why don't you go ask Oshun? Is that right? Okay? Ask your ancestors. Ask who you speak to, darling. Is that right? Yes. And after you do depart, of course you know. He's going to come after you at some point. That's what narcissists do. They're going to love bomb you again at some point. She said, oh, you're going to call me crying. You're going to call wanting to be with me. Of course. To see where your mind is at. To see, have you learned your lesson yet? I told you what a twin flame energy is. It's there to teach you lessons. She said, but I feel so close to him at certain parts. Yes, I do see Blue in you and you in Blue. There's a reflection there. Okay? There's a reflection that the narcissist gives to you. A mirroring. It's a familiar energy. There's someone or something that you saw in your past. Some energy that was connected to you in your past, Nevaeh. I don't know if it was your father or a stepfather or an uncle, somebody you live with. Somebody around. Do you see the golden retriever? You trying to be this to Blue. Because somebody in the past, you saw this somehow, some way. Something here with that connection. Definitely could have been a father. Okay? But Spirit is asking you to take a look, Nevaeh, because that was sad to watch. Just like when Blue had came home and Kashan was in that studio, Kashan got up out of there and was never seen in the vicinity again. She been over there being holy hands all day. You know what I mean? Okay? She may not still be doing everything right, but baby, she's on a path to something. She said, I know it's better where God is. You see that path? She said, I know it's better to go be where God is. You see that up there? That's where you need to go, right here. This is the first two cards for you. The World, that means a closing of a cycle and something beginning new. And this is the Wheel of Fortune with you and your baby. Now, Blue better be careful because pregnant women tend to be very protected in the spirit world and very lucky and blessed. Okay? Spirit said there is a brighter day. Okay? You can reach for something higher. You can be something more, Nvea. Yes, I'm talking to you, Nvea. Because that stream last night was so sad to see. That man dragged you like you was the typical hoe. You just pregnant. Just go watch Hustle and Flow. Okay? It's hard out here for a pimp. He figure if he paying for this and paying for that, and you study taking dick, you know what I'm saying? And you study laying down, letting him pump you. And like he said, he laid out. He tried to catch you in a timeline to get you to shut your mouth. You know, he said, oh, you F 3 niggas in 3 months. Like, girl, stop giving this man your history to utilize against you. And he wasn't even there for none of it. And if he was there for it, you two weren't together like you are now. I told you. It's the demon. It's the devil. Girl, you lay it next to the devil. You ain't listen to Chrisean? Spirit says, listen, I know you're trying to be like this and you can be like this. But Spirit says you could do that on your own. You don't need the devil to help you get to this. This is the Queen of Pentacles. This is the mothering energy, the nurturing energy. You know, very generous, very kind. This is the one who's in there cooking meals and cleaning up and making everything beautiful. Okay, this is the one who doesn't bother anybody. You mind your business, all that good stuff. But the Hollywood don't care about that. You better get on your Queen of Wands. Hollywood don't care about that. You trying to be quiet and, you know, we get that. But you have to be that in your own space so you can be victorious in your own space. Because right now, in your own space, you could be this. But over there, look at you. You're stifling your growth. Stifled. And you have wishes and dreams. Yes, you do have protection. There are guardian angels watching over you. But there's a lot that you don't know about Blue. Do you see the blue water? And you are drowning in Blue's energy. You are drowning in Blueface's energy, Nevaeh. Your fairy tarot godmother is trying to tell you. You don't know what you're dealing with. These are secrets. This is hidden energy. This man has traumas that you don't have any idea of how to fix. And it ain't by whispering in his ear, rubbing his face, telling him he the best man that you ever had. Spirit says, free yourself. Free yourself. Stop playing around trying to prove this and prove that. Get quiet and get into your own energy and start loving on you. Get beautiful to you. You sitting around not putting on any makeup, not doing your hair, anything because his audience says, oh, she looks so beautiful, natural. Oh, I like a woman that's natural. Like, it's not about it's what do you like? What do you like? Why are you confused? Why are you going back and forth with yourself? Spirit says, why are you not tapping in with this strength energy? This is more fire sign energy. Okay? Leo. All right? What is happening here? Spirit says, I know you're joking. Spirit says, I know all the things that you dabble in with the magician. I know you're joking. And Spirit also says there's other ways to get to the coin. Spirit says, I have an Ace of Pentacles for you. I have an Ace of Pentacles for you. But you steadily trying to manifest it through Blue. And that's where you are making your mistake. Nevaeh. You did something. I can see this. You know? You're into something. Okay? And you wished and you did something with the magician to bring this man closer to you with the strength. Those things turn around, Nevaeh. They never work, quote unquote, the way that they're supposed to. There's always a sacrifice. There's always a price that is yielded from what you get. And it's not going to be smooth. You know, you ask Spirit for something. Oh, I just want him. Spirit says, okay, I'll give you him. Not only did he give you him, he gave you him in your belly. And now you have him physically. And now it's a headache. The Spirit says, all you want to do is release yourself. All you want to do is release yourself. You're going to have to release that. I'm not being funny, Nevaeh. You sitting up there contemplating and thinking and trying to work magical numbers and trying to figure this out. Okay? This is Ace of Swords. You all in your brain. While he's sitting there chilling. The Emperor. He watching. He playing you. You see that? That's the chessboard. He is playing his hand when it concerns you. He said you think you're smarter than him. And you're not going to outsmart him. He said he's older, he's wiser, he's been through more, and he's seen this shit before. He just had this situation with Kashan. Okay? And he already has a real situation, meaning children that he don't question with Jaden, meaning so he knows what it feels like to be with someone and there's no question about if that's your child. He knows there's a nervousness there. I'm not saying the child isn't his. I actually think it is in Nevaeh's case. Because she know that's a sketchy situation. He already said it on screen. I'm going to slap the out of her if I find out that she lied to me in my face. Do you hear the car horn honking? This is some past life shit, Nvea, that you're going to have to clear out. This is 5 of Cups. I'm not even joking. I mean, 6 of Cups, excuse me. This is past life, and 5 of Cups is right on the heels. That's what I said, too. You're going to have to walk away from this, Nvea. Spirit says you're going to have to wake up from this shit. Said that was nasty energy, and you're going to have to move forward. 6 of Swords. And I know you're sad. He's going to love bomb you. He is going to love bomb you. Because she's thinking, how do I make this a family? How do I mend this? You know? How do I get this back on track? He ain't listening to you. This is you pouring out your heart. Trying to be the loving Nvea. Trying to be at home. Trying to be the one that don't mind. Trying to be the one in a relationship while he's single. What kind of craziness are you talking to yourself, Nvea? I'm just talking to you for real. I'm just dropping these gems on you, baby girl. What kind of craziness are you doing talking to yourself? Spirit says, what are you doing? Look at you, Nevaeh. I hope you see this reading. I ain't even joking. Look at you. Stop playing. Why you let that man run you through there and got your mind all in a tizzy like this? He could have his choice of whatever he want. Okay, these are different huts, meaning different women that he can pick between, that he can go run up in. Spirit once again is telling you to take a leap of faith and free yourself. Your wishes are not being fulfilled over there. All you're getting is a bunch of drama and anxiety and mental chaos and confusion. And your head wrapped up. Every time you click on social media, your head get wrapped up. Your head get wrapped up. Your head get wrapped up. You're not going to change Blue. Not only is he Blue, I told you he been doing this a long time. He got issues with his mama. And until he resolve those issues, you ain't going to get close to nothing. He got issues with women. He's a womanizer. If Blue hear me talking, he's going to be like, she got that right. You know what I'm saying? Might not like it, but she got that right. I'm going to do what I do. I'm going to get my wishes fulfilled. I have too many choices right now. He's going to have it his way. He feel he's still young. He's still in the game. He's still trying to get this money. And in order to get this money, he has to be available in a certain way. Spirit says, and the more you keep going to him for the coin, the more you're not going to get the one that I have sitting on my lap for you. This is the Most High. You don't know about the sneakiness. You don't know about how much he does that you don't see. You don't know. There's a lot more hookups that you are just unaware of. You're unaware of it. But your brain's telling you so. You have evidence, but you don't have proof. None of his boys are ever going to tell you any of these secrets. So don't hope for it. You're in his camp. He's not in yours. You're in his circle. And she's in a bad position. She's in a bad spot. Because if he does put any hands and feet on this girl or any boy, and she try to make a move on that, everybody in his camp is going to dislike her. Because that would land him in some trouble. So she can't do nothing in that respect. Because trust me, honey, as soon as you drop that baby, and you start flipping that mouth, baby, he going to show you who's Blueface, baby. He going to tell you who Blueface is, baby. All this back and forth. This is the 10 of Swords. Okay? You're gonna have to start laying seed elsewhere, Nevaeh. And not only that, this could be him potentially laying other babies in other places. He just said the girl was lying or not lying. I don't know. Another girl is claiming that she got a baby by Blue. Either way, he doing a lot of this. So there's no guarantees. Everybody just got to wait till the babies come out for DNA tests or court order tests or, see what the baby look like. You see if he look like Javon. See if he look like, Pink Face. I don't know. Okay? But he's definitely laying seed in other places potentially. And Nevaeh is worried about that. And the Spirit is also telling you need to plant seed in other places. Walk away. I ain't being funny. This is you walking away. I ain't saying to your baby daddy. I'm telling you need to get out there environment. That's no good for you. You need to be surrounded by your people so they can pour into you. Right now, you're not being poured into. You're not being poured into. You're over there with the circus. You see the circus? Because you want to be with Blue. 2 of Cups. You want to be linked up. Spirit says you want to be the sexual be in sexual prowess energy. You have lust on your mind. That's why you go over there. Because you want to pop it and you want to shake it and you want to be beautiful and you want to be in front of him and be wanted and be desired and be fucked. Yeah, Spirit says since you want all of that, look at what you're getting. When you should be protecting yourself and protecting your womb right now from anybody running up in that, especially somebody who don't even bother to even take a shower before he get in the bed with you. Girl, if that's what you say he was out doing, even if he had it covered, it might smell like condominium. What is that? You have a child in your stomach. Are you going to take that risk when he comes and get in the bed like that and just snuggle up under you? You going to take that risk? You see that him calling? You hear the phone ringing? That's my son's phone. You hear that? Trying to love bomb you. Spirit says you need to just go ahead. Do what most divine goddesses are doing. Work that thing out for self. Work that out for self, Nevaeh. Yes, you took spotlight on this. Yes, I had a big message for you. Spirit said that's a big message. Do you see Spirit? You see the lion, Nevaeh? Okay? Concerning this King of Wands right here. Concerning Blueface. Spirit says I'm watching him and I'm watching you. But what I told Eve and Adam to do might be 2 different things. And Spirit says, what did I tell you concerning this? But you still got your ass over there in the bed on the stream with this man. He thoroughly embarrassed you. He thoroughly had his hand in your face. It thoroughly got heated and hot. He called you all kind of bitches. Okay? He told you what it is. He told you he don't care. And you sat up there the other day on the other stream and said you needed your side nigga. What do you think is going through this man's head right now? Do you think that he is going to respect you at any point? Right now? Maybe in the future, as he gets older and more mature, he'll settle down. But right now, while you like this, you should be in this energy. But you chasing this Knight of Wands. You chasing the Knight of Wands, somebody who's non-committal, somebody who's a liar, somebody who's going to possibly be there for a good time, not a long time. One night stand type of energy. Honestly, this is the Knight of Wands. Who's a liar, a cheater, a manipulator. And see that stallion? Yeah, they want to get it cracking, baby. What is Blueface? 6'3", 6'4", 200 some pounds. Like, what the hell? Yeah, you want to get it cracking. He want to see something. He trying to see something. Look at him. He trying to see something. He trying to get up in something. Yes, he does chase you. I know that. You said, but he chases me. He gonna do that. He gonna do that. You don't know anything about a narcissist, Nevaeh. You have to go do some research. You gotta go do it. Let's see what the T is. Okay, you know what? Hold on. Let me get on Blue real quick. Let me get on Blue because we ain't talked to Blue. Blueface, come to the table, bro. He said, I'm over it. He said, I'm over it. He said, I'm effed out, man. He said, look, these bitches be pulling me through it. That's what he's saying. I'm just going to try to just keep it broad. Like, it is what it is. He said, they out here all looking for a coin. He said, I'm looking for the independent one. You see this 9 of Pentacles? He said, I'm looking for her to be more about her money. He said, but she all over me like the rest of them was, and that's no different than what he's experienced already. He says, it's possibly a missed opportunity for her just like it is with a lot of them. just like it is with a lot of them. And this is also indicating that the Most High has been offering Nevaeh a cup that she hasn't been seeing in a long time, and she's been setting her sights on Blueface, and this shit is hitting the both of them like a tower. He says she finally getting the drift. She's finally getting the hint. He says, I'm not letting nobody in right now. I don't trust none of them. This is Blueface. He says they all emotional manipulators. They all trying to tie my heart up, trying to make me think that they're all about their money. He said, but it's not true. He said they just over here to get some more wands. See the wands? He said they just over here to sleep with me. 8 of Wands. They communicate with me, for their agenda, he said. He said, I'm just truly tired of it all. 10 of Wands. He said, it's a heavy burden. He said, you think it's easy out here? Barebacking or bust, on this one and that one? Finding this person to run up in and that person to run up in? He said, my Johnson, my eggplant tired sometimes. He said, it's tired sometimes. And all he want to do is just get in. This is what he said. All he want to do sometimes is just get in the bed with Nvea and not have to explain himself and shut the fuck up. He said, because we all hoes. He said, this is the industry. He said, they know what they come through for. He said, they know what they come through for. Know what they come through for when they come to his home. Okay? He said, yeah, Divine Goddess Dave, you saw you just stuttering. He said, yeah, that's how they be studying when I start asking them questions. Blueface, come on. He said, nah, let's get into it. He said, that's effed up. He said, I'm actually thinking Nvea was a real one. He said, nah, but she don't understand me. She don't know me. I told Nvea that. She don't know you. I know that. He said, he said, I'm up out of here. 6 of Swords. Blueface done sailed off mentally. He said he feels that's right, and that's justice, and that's karma. He says he's happy to the person that got online and posted the video. He said even if it is old, he said she wasn't being honest with me about this person, like something about what she didn't mention or something like that. But Nevaeh, it shouldn't even matter. It shouldn't even matter to have the man questioning you like that. But that's what's going to come. That's what comes when you want to be with a man, especially like Blueface, when you want to be with a narcissist. They're going to watch you like a hawk, and anything they catch on you, they are going to be the judge, the jury, and the prosecutor on it. Okay? He be watching her like a hawk. I tell you, Nvea can't do nothing, and right now, he got her fucked up. He got her fucked up. Straight up and down. He says, oh, she thought she had me. Surprise. Got him. Look at him. Winking. Got him. He said, a little coin. This is the Page of Pentacles. He said, I offered a little bit of coin. And look how they lost their minds over a little bit of coin. Okay? Now, I don't hold Nevaeh's quote-unquote past. I think that is foul what the dude did, putting some old shit up just because to see her happy. He could have been put that shit up long time ago, months ago. But now she's with the baby and all this stuff. He really did that to mess her up with Blueface. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of foul. That's kind of whack. Especially if he got a woman or whatever. But I told Nevaeh, when you're dealing with these men, leave these men alone. When you're dealing with these men, they don't give a F about seeing you ascend and be a higher self. They want to know what part of you are going to allow them to utilize. What part? And Nevaeh don't like this shit. She says a lot of fucking haters. He says they be hating on each other. He says they hate on each other. This Blueface talking. He says he want her to ascend, but instead, he says she sits around wasting her time talking about the next bitch. This is the Blueface. He said she sits around looking on social media, scamming the damn internet, talking about what he's doing, what he's spending, or where he's spending time. This is material. So where he's taking himself on social media, who he's messed with, and who he's giving love offers to. He said, when the fact of the matter is, everybody out here being sneaky, and everybody got secrets, and everybody's trying to be a master strategist, and everybody's trying to manipulate. And there's a backstab that everybody has done that people don't know about. That's what he said. He said, that's why I get in my car and I go. I go wherever the F I want to go. This is Blueface talking. He said, I'm a Boy Scout. You ain't no damn Boy Scout. No, you not, Blue. He says, I'll be out here scouting. He says, look, he got him a bitch badge on, and all he do is put a couple of coins across the badge and got him. That's all it takes to get him. He said, just pull out his cup right here with the Knight of Cups. Right? This is a message of love. He said, send his message out to these sneaky ass bees. He said, to the sneaky ass chicks, to the ones that think they're going to wrap him up. You know what I mean? He said, okay, I got you. I got a little something for you. He said, you think you're going to wrap me up? I'm going to wrap you up. This is Blueface. Okay? Okay? He said, I'm going to wrap y'all up like a bow. He said, I'm going to wrap y'all up like a bow. And at the end of the day, this be them. You know, he said, yeah. He said, I done seen many of them. Thought they were going to come through. He said, cups is filled. Cups is spilled. He said, especially on the baby mamas. The Empress, stop playing Blueface. Blueface, stop playing. He said they need to be strong. He said they need to be strong. Blueface, I'm not. He said, say it. He said they need to be strong just like my mama. Yo! Blueface. He said, I ain't playing. Look at my mama. He said, my mama is my world. She don't even know it. He said, I love my mother. He said, but they got to keep pushing. He says, it's going to be a new beginning. You know what I'm saying? The world card. It's going to be a new beginning. He said he see himself as somebody different. He says, unfortunately, he liked Nvea. She's cool. Yes, he sees a co-parenting thing, you know, quote unquote. He says, now, if that's my baby, you know, I think they know that it is. But he just don't like what Nvea, you know what I'm saying, talking about her effing other people. He talking to her. She said, yeah, I effed him on this. He said, you know they're going to clip that up, right? She said, I don't care. You putting me out there. He says, I don't like that. He said he don't like, but he the one asking her and pulling her into the questions. She's supposed to just shut up no matter what, no question he asked her. She's supposed to get up and go take a shower and mind her business. Not answer no questions. Because everything you say, obviously, the narcissist is going to utilize it against you. They're just going to keep twisting it and keep turning it and keep twisting it and keep turning it. And yes, there's already a judgment on this situation. Nvea just don't want to accept the judgment. She want to do the dance. She want to do the tango with him. She want to do the back and forth. She want to go through the narcissistic cycles. It's the love bomb, it's the devalue, and then it's the discard. And they go through that stage over and over again. It just goes over and over again. And he'll switch up with a couple of partners, and then once he gets tired of those partners, and then he remembers that Nevaeh got the baby in her stomach, and he ain't after her in months or weeks or something like that, then he go creeping back over there. And if she say anything about where he went, then it pops off again, you know, with the Page of Swords. Spirit says this is going to be cut out. That is the judgment. Because there are children in this. There are children in this. And y'all clearly see that little pink face, okay, little Journey Pie is having her nana, the mama, Carlissa got on there and tried to explain away why Journey is talking like the way she's talking. Why she's so flipped with her lip and why she's so, quote unquote, a little disrespectful. You know what I mean? Not even a little, a lot. She's saying a lot of curse words and this, that, and the other. And she said she can't wait for her to go into pre-K and, you know, and turn up. No. I think that's wrong. You don't let that child sit around listening to y'all run y'all mouth and talking all sideways and all kind of crazy, right? And then once the child gets into pre-K, you want to go turn up on the child because now you want to correct the child's behavior after you allowed it for so long. No, correct yourselves. Don't get mad at her when she get in that pre-K and start busting down them other little pre-Kers. You know what I'm saying? Don't get mad at her. Okay? Don't try to, you know what I'm saying, put the smack down on her because y'all allowed her to be that way for all of her little life and thought, oh, Journey Pie, that's cute. Yes, she does have a lot of energy. Yes, it needs to be channeled in a different way. I do agree. You can't say what a child is going to be until they get there. I've seen some badass kids, baby, made a whole life change. I wouldn't even believe it. They made a whole life change for what you thought they were going to be. Right? So a lot of things can happen. But ain't no way in hell. No, you ain't going to get on her as soon as she get in that place. Because y'all allow her to be like that. Yeah. Kev said, that's right. Tell it, Divine Goddess Davy. I'm here for it. You already know, Kev. He said, yeah, get on the mama. Get on the mama. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what Blueface said. He said, contrary to public opinion, he said his mother is the one who broke his heart first right here. You see this? He said his mom is the one who did it. See? That's his mama, the Empress. She the one who did it first. Okay? Yeah. Passion. He says, I'm tired of all these hoes wanting to jump on a magic stick, on a wand, on an eggplant, wanting to do something. Okay? He says, just too much. He said, it breaks my heart that none of them want anything real. He said, none of them understand building. He said, they all want to lay on my back or lay on my dick. Listen! Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Divine Goddess Davy. Tell it with the High Priestess. Tell it. Okay? He said, this is all financial for them. This is all financial with the Four of Pentacles. He said, they do not understand building up something. He said, that's what I'm looking for. Who looking to build? He said, who looking to build? He said, I don't want any. He says, honestly, I have enough, to call. I really don't want no more offers of when can I sleep with you? You know what I mean? Or when can you get some of my wine? He said, I need some. He said, look, deuces, I'm pieced out on that. He says he's honestly, look, these are the women. These are the cups. This is the yoni. Okay, this is the kitty cat. This is the wop. This is the ocean. He says, I'm pieced out on it, man. He said, I got enough. He said, I need something divine, baby. He said, I need something divine. That's the secret. He said, until then, I get what I get. He said, until then, he just make the offers where he make the offers. He said, I got options. Options. He said, and they're trying to get options out of me. He said, depends on what cup it is, who he with. They will come. Right there, these are cups. And depending on what they want. Some want love, some want fame, some want level up, some want money. Let's see here. Some want to go out on trips and have a good time. They want to be flued out. Okay. Some want a magical moment. They just want to feel whimsical. They just want to party. Listen. Let me find out. Let me find out. He says, I got plenty. He says, and no matter what, he says he still sees all of them with the Six of Cups. These are all the women or all the, these are big cups of love. And the cup in the middle, of course, is the mama. That's his mother. That's Carlissa. So, yeah, he says he feel they all sneaky. He says every last one of them is sneaky. I said, why, Blue? He said, what's the secret? I said, what's the secrets about right here? He said, why they all sneaky? He said, because it's all about the money. This is Ten of Pentacles. This is about family. This is about building generational wealth. This is abundance. This is inheritance. This is, prosperity. This is money. This is businesses, big businesses, ownership of business, ownership of land or property. This is big money right here that he says is all about the money with the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, Blue. He says, I'm just protecting myself. He said, I'm just going to start protecting myself. He said, that's all I'm doing. Yeah, he said, yeah, I'm the cool guy, I'm the good guy. He said, yeah, I get that wand out every now and then. He said, what you expect? He said, I'm the king of wands. He said, he the king of wands. Okay? This is charismatic. This is a person who's in a leadership type position. Okay? A person who has authority and say so. They get things done. This is also somebody who's very sexy and very attractive. Very charismatic. The life of the party, the life of the crowd. Okay? Somebody who's connected. All right? Somebody who has options, so to speak. And he's obviously chasing his coin right now. Okay? And so in the mix, he got to give a couple of offers, he said. But he said most of these bitches, they get their world blown up. And I'm just talking from Blueface's perspective. I mean, look at how he's talking to Nvea in the bed. He called her 30,000 bees. We done heard it with Kashan. He does not love himself right now. He has issues with his own mind. So this is a serious situation. He said they're going to come in thinking they're getting coin. He said, I don't think so. He said, and that's the truth, Divine Goddess Davy. He said, that's the truth. That's the truth. Blueface, come on now. Come through, Blueface. He said, I did come through, Goddess Davy. You know what I'm saying? Let me find out. You know my name. He said, yeah, I know your name. I'll be watching your stream every now and then. I know that's right. He said, I just had to, let you drop it for me about the hidden enemies. He says he feels that they are all hidden enemies when they come with this cup of love. He says, I don't know their true intention. He says, I don't know. He says, for all I know, they all working together, trying to get a piece of the pie. He says, so many people want to work with me. He says, I don't know what to believe. He says, I don't know who's on the divine path. To be honest with you, Divine Goddess Davy, for real. He said, yeah. He said, my pops be trying to tell me about these help. Come on, Blueface. He says, come on, let me speak. All right. He said, my pops be trying to tell me about these hoes. He said, it's hard out here. He said, I've been out here for a while, son. This is the Knight of Pentacles. Blueface is doing a little better. I think Blueface is more so on the King of Pentacles. He on the move right now. But yeah, he said, my pops been trying to tell me about these Queen of Wands, these women who out here, and she got a stick in her hand. You know what I mean? He got a stick in his hand. He said, and the one main one that my pops be telling, he tell me about that Stunna, baby. He said, that Stunna gonna be my dad. She gonna be the one to get me. He said, baby, she hot like fire, but it is what. He said, she's still on her thief shit too. You know what I'm saying? So, And I'm not saying I've seen them steal nothing. I'm saying he feel like they come in to take something from his energy, from his camp, whatever it is. I don't know what it is. Okay, because Stunna could be into some shit on the low, baby. She could have some secrets. You did see the secrets is out here. Yeah, this Queen of Wands right here. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. He said, I got a little coin for him, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, they already know what it requires. Let me hit, let me hit. He said, and then I quit. You know what I mean? I put it into that shit. I know that's right. Bars. Drop it, Blueface. He said, you already know what it is. You know, I'm gang. How come on, Blueface? He said, man, he said, they look at me as a clown. He said, it's okay. He said, I'll be a clown. I'll be that. He said, I'll be that. But the devil comes out right after it. Listen. He said, I got something for him. That's Blueface, y'all. Look. He said, that's right, Divine Goddess Davy dropped that message. He said, I got something for him when they come my way. He said, I got the truth. He says, I'm going to clarify anything. He said, I'm going to clarify their mind for them. I told you that before. Blueface said, if you ain't got your mind right, by the time you enter into his camp, by the time you leave, you're going to get your mind right. Look, with the lovers, he said, I got something for them. Because they think I'm a clown. He said, they think I'm a joke. He said, they be out here talking shit. Nevaeh had the dude on the video dancing to Blueface's song, both of them laughing and chuckling. And I told you that's silly of the girls because they want to get out there and show the world that they can get somebody else. They could be on camera, they could be with somebody else, booed up and hugged up. And look how that shit came back to bite Nevaeh just because she wanted to spite Blue. He said, look, I'm gonna fuck their head up. If they ain't got their head right, I'm gonna make sure they get their head right by the time they leave me. He said, I'm gonna make sure they see nice and clear. I'm gonna enlighten their world. I'm gonna help them see. Oh, Blueface. He said, I'm gonna help them see what they should be working on. He said, look at Kashan. I made her go all the way to God. Come on, Blueface, stop playing. He said, come on now. He said, who they think they playing with? It's Blueface, baby. Blueface. Blueface. He said, come on now. He said, they know what it is. The vampire. He said they know they got to give up that energy. Period. Oh. He said, if I was them, I'd get on a new journey with that Wheel of Fortune. You see that? Quick. He said, quick. He said, if I were them, I'd get smart quick just like Kashan did. I see all that white and that gold. That's like the holy hands, you know. He said, they better get on it. He said, they better get on it quick with this God card, right? Okay? Get smart quick when it comes to these relationships. He said, because they playing with me. He said, and I've been doing this a long time, and they're not going to beat me. Blueface. He said, but I'm just blue. I'm just blue. I'm just blue. Nevaeh, Ten of Swords, get your ass up out of there. Get up out of there. You over there trying to look for an emperor, baby. Okay? He giving you a little bit of something, girl. You know, you're hoping to come out like this. But Spirit says, I have something for you. Okay? This will also be Spirit with the emperor. Get on up out of there. Okay? Spirit says, I have something for you. I could put you like this. You know how I know? Right here. But he said, you chasing this with Blueface. You trying to get it from the devil. What the fuck? And this is just toxic, low vibrational energy. Promiscuity. Violence sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Blueface, you know, he been through it. I ain't seen him do nothing on camera lately, but Blueface done been known to bust that thing like, stop playing. Blueface is around a lot of people. Blueface know a few chicks. Stunna, main one. You think after you drop that baby, Blueface wouldn't have you over there in that house and call up Stunna just like Jaden came over when Chrisean was over there and Chrisean bust her tooth out her head ever since then? You think he wouldn't call somebody to come over that house while you laying in that bed? They don't play fair. They just had a video out about Stunna getting into it with another girl, and it was a cage on the screen, and the guy with the blicky. Like, come on now, stop playing with me. The Most High is right here. He said, you persist. Blueface says that's what they want. He said, they think they magicians. They think they magicians. He said, they want to put my head in the cloud. You know? He said, they need to go on and really go where they need to go. And get close where they need to get close. He said, once again, you see Chrisean. He said, you see Chrisean. Blueface said, that's the only place you're going to get fair and balanced at right now. He said, my personality ain't right now. Look. False person. He split. Blueface got some things going on. He said, the more you stay in the midst of me, the more he's going to make you just like this. I tell you, he think this about Stunna. He said, fuck it. She knows she like me. That's why he likes Stunna. He said she don't pretend not to be who she is, like I don't pretend not to be who I am. He said, F it, it is what it is. He said, I love it though. He said, I love it. He said, I love it the more that they're gonna come towards me and think that they're gonna get a handout from me. Thinking there's gonna be money or finances. You know, want to sit back and want to be taken care of. He said they want love from me. They want romance. They want to be wined and dined. He said, but I'm just sitting back. I sit back and I think. He said, I sit back and I think. He said, I'm not gonna let them make me broke, make me lose my, what I don't work for. That's what he said. He said, but on the low, man, this shit get next to him. You see that with the Two of Swords? It gets next to Blueface. Blueface don't like having to worry about if that baby is his or not. He says, I've been really restraining myself in this situation, especially since the video came out with old dude talking crazy. He says, no, I don't really doubt that the baby's probably mine. He said, for the fact that a nigga can kick in my door like that, he said, I ain't effing with it. He said, he's not messing with it. Yup. He said, when it comes to people he work with and sleep with, he said he's not messing with it. He said, you think you're going to sit down and sleep after you done been with a bunch of people? He said, nah. He said, you're not going to sleep peacefully in this bed at all. He said, what? He said, you think I'm a fool? And Nvea was sitting there pleading her case. And he just asking her question after question after question after question after question. And that's what he's going to say. If you want to be with me, you're going to answer every effing question that I got. If you want to be with me, you're going to answer every question that I have. Look. He says, I run this shit. It's Blueface, baby. You see that? Could you all please hit the thumbs up button for me? He said he run it when it comes to his family. Okay? Hold on a second, y'all. Yeah. Let me see. So he says he run it when it comes to his family. He said he the only one laying down the black magic. He the only one laying down the magic. Listen, let me tell you something. He said it's been too much put on himself and his family, and when it comes to creating a family, he gonna play dirty if you have to. He don't trust nobody at this point. He don't trust nobody. He said they're not gonna make him a fool. 4 swords. Nevaeh's heart is broken, but he said you still ain't gonna get no sleep. Even if she hadn't had a video come out with nobody saying anything other than just even playing games like that, that go to show you how trifling dudes are. And she was all in the video, leaning up on dude and joking and laughing. I told you about that laughed and laughing. That's nervous laughter. And that's what dudes are going to do. They're going to say, oh, you really mind? You really about it? Let me put you on camera. And that's the first signal they get. If you don't allow them to let them put you on camera, like now in the social media age, they're going to say, nah, you front, you still want to be over there with Blue. You over here making me a love offer, but you still want to be over there with a homie. That's what they're going to say. Yup. Stop playing. Blueface said, yeah, I'm out here. Count Dracula, baby. He said, yeah. He said, I'm letting them know. I'm letting them know right now. He said, especially when it comes to this money. He said, I've been dropping bread on her. I done bought her a car. You don't think Blueface is feeling something right now? He done put a vehicle or something. You know what I'm saying? Gave Nvea a vehicle. Look. He said, she got me fucked up. Ooh. He said, yeah, look. I've been blessing her. Look, you seen how the ascension card just dropped? He said, look, he feel like she dropped a couple of notches because of that. With that coming out like that. He said he feels silly that he dropped some bread on Nvea. Yep, he do. So let's get into another deck. Okay, look at this. Karmic partner. That's where Blue is right now. Blue feels like Nevaeh is a karmic partner. He felt like that with Kashan. He feels like that with anybody else trying to lay stake or lay claim to him. Karmic partners. He said he's going to play the game too. He just playing games. He just hitting buttons. He pressing buttons. He pressing buttons. He said he know that he's always on their mind. He is always on their mind. Okay? So we're going to get some cards for each one of them real quick. These are people playing with each other. Desperate for another chance. Okay? He says they be acting desperate. Lust and passion, they be wanting him to lay them down. You know what I mean? That's what it be about. That's what it be about. Lust and passion. And them claiming to want to be his soulmate all the time. He said that's what it is. It's a bunch of fucking games. They always call him, you always on your mind. I'm always thinking about you. Deep physical or sexual attraction or desire. He says it's a bunch of fucking games. Give me a card for Nvea. Give me a card for Nvea. How does Blue feel when it comes to Nvea? Stop playing. Do you see this? As soon as Nvea go. Man, listen. Look. Desperate for another chance. So now, Nvea, please do not get to begging. Do not get to begging, Nvea. That'd be the worst thing that you could do. That'd be the worst thing. He feels like she put sex magic on him. Ooh wee, ooh wee. Breakup, separation is on the heels of that. Ending of a relationship, marriage, etc. Spirit said, give her all of that, all of that. Ooh wee, Nvea. Now, I'm not saying he's not going to still lay you down and give you that wand, baby. Okay? If you let him back in, he going to love bomb you. We going to get back in. We got a child together. You know, you did some fuck shit, I did some fuck shit, you know, and whatever. You go, you know, the regrets of it all. So, that's up to you if you allow that. If I were you, I would cut my losses, Nevaeh, because it's a wrap on that him being loyal and wifing you. It's a wrap on that part. You'll forever be in the stable. You can forever be in the stable, but I think it's a wrap on that. Yeah. Do I think it's any question about the child? Not really at this point, no. Because it's too big of a chance. I tell you, if Nevaeh is that bold to come in that camp and do that to him twice after he had it already once, had to question and go back and forth, people still don't know the situation with that. I said just for the fact that he don't know the situation is a situation. Okay? Give me a card for Blueface if Nevaeh was on the other end. Blueface cards. Blueface cards. Karmic debt. Reaping what one has sown. So this is Blueface's debt. This is Blueface's debt. It says, I'm lost without you. He needs constant companionship. Blueface is a narcissist. They will not be on their own. They do not want to be on their own. And twin flame right there. These are the people that come and teach the lessons to Blueface. These are the people that come and teach him lessons. Every full moon reminds me of you. So Blueface gets the howling when the full moon comes out, especially, baby. That wolf come out of Blueface. And he start going finding all the karmic soulmates that say they lost without him. Please don't go. Wait for me. You know? And then when they do leave, like how he got on Nevaeh's ass last night, I mean, literally embarrassed the shit out of her. Like I told you, like we told you, not just I, we told you. These are through my readings when I say I, but we told you, Nevaeh, you know, we are older than you, especially the older women in the community whom you need to surround yourself by. Don't take that risk. That's a gamble that you don't want to take. You cannot fix that. The most he's going to do is just get back cool with you so he can keep hitting that pregnant cootie cat, girl. Look, she don't want him to be a player no more. Now I was going to say, give me that for Kashan. I don't want to be a player no more. I'm ready to commit. You know? Kashan don't want to be in that part of the circus or nothing no more. She don't want to be in that. She's doing her own thing right now. Give me a card for Kashan. Give me a card for Kashan. Right. Chrisean went the other way, divine whistleblower. She said, I don't want to be a player no more. I don't want to deal with it. That was a lot for Chrisean. Chrisean is strong. She's very strong. I think she takes more than Nvea takes. Nvea get the yapping. Nvea get the yapping. Look. She said she's going to confess and she went to God. Divine whistleblower. You know? Only sometimes. Only sometimes there's a little bit of jealous or envy that creeps up because she still has love in her heart somewhere. You know what I mean? Like meaning an affection. I don't even want to say love. She has an affection, an emotion for Blueface still in her heart. So that brings up feelings of envy, of jealousy. You see what I'm saying? I will love you to the end of time. That's what brings that up in her. But ultimately, Kashan has some good karma. Good karma. Good karma. Okay? Anything else for Nvea? Oh, let me get Stunna. Stunna, let me see, because I know you around. You loved, okay, he loved her when she didn't deserve it. Like I said, they look at each other as the same. Okay? Stunna has a past, baby. She got a crazy past, just like Blueface. So it says, you loved her when, he loved her when she didn't deserve it. She says she feels they have a spiritual connection. Like I told you, they feel they're the same. They're out here getting this money, getting this paper. You know, don't ask me no questions. I won't ask you none. You know, you get a little bit respect. You get a little bit respect. Leaving a toxic karmic lifestyle behind. So eventually, Stunna is going to move on from a lot of these people because she's going to have no choice. Oh, she's going to have the same type of situation Nevaeh is going through right now with people bringing back videos when she try to get with a new person, with a right person. I know y'all see the news is going on that Meg the Stallion broke up from her boyfriend. I seen that coming a long time ago. People was like, oh, it's going to go this far. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Because the minute Meg put that video out where she was shaking her behind, all in that video, I mean, I was like, why do you even have on thongs? Like, just take everything off. Like, it's nothing there. All I see is your butt and everything else that come with it. I mean, everything from the rooter to the tutor. From the rooter to the tutor. So, you think Clay want that? Listen, they don't understand. They think it's the shit to be looked at as the ultimate hoe, good enough to wife. Don't they know the old saying is the men don't make hoes housewives? Do they know the old saying? Because they sure out here with the narrative that the hoe becomes the housewife. Okay? And Blueface was trying to tell Nvea, you trying to erase your hoism. You trying to hide it. That's what he said. He said you wouldn't even be over here if you wasn't a hoe. He said, because he hoe it. Like, stop playing. She said he an unfaithful cheater. Yeah. She said he an unfaithful cheater. Chrisean. She said she's afraid she will never love anyone else the way she loved him. Kashan. Oh, Stunna. Come to the Stunna. What you got to say? Stunna. Stunna girl. Stunna girl. The grass was greener because it was fake. And she didn't have to water it. So Stunna be going over here, going over there. And when the grass ain't really what it's, it looked good, but when she get over there and she realized that even though Blueface has his issues, he's still a bit more grounded than most. You know what I mean? Yeah, she goes her ass right back over there. It's still unrequited love with that too. Everybody's just playing they role. I mean, it's just multiple trolls, bars, trolls. Okay, so she said that he be out here messing with these trolls and with these monsters from Monsters Inc. This is Stunna. This is Stunna. And she said, she come through and he be feeling it. They got a little bit of a spiritual connection. She said it's unrequited. She said, it's never going to go but so far. You hear my voice, right? Stunna coming through. It's never going to go but so far. But, he got devil energy. And she said she got devil energy in the fuck. Okay. 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 A lot of them, she says she feels stuck with the wrong person in situation too. That's Stunna. This is Stunna. She feels stuck with the wrong person and situation. So that's why she always carry her ass back over there to Blueface, and then she hides her emotions and feelings for him as well. Okay. I think Nvea was, it says, I refuse to let you be the one who got away. So a lot of these people trying to hold on to Blue and refusing to, and they want to be the one that Blueface refuses to let get away. They want to be that one that he chases after like that. But right now, I think the only one he lets in and out like that right now is Stunna and Jaden. Okay? Now Nevaeh is in there by default because of the baby. By the baby. And Kashan used to chase Blueface like that too. I'm not gonna let you be the one that gets away from me, but it says I'm sorry I never should have strung you along. This is what Blueface is saying to Nevaeh. Because I told you they all want this from Blueface. These karmics are 2s and 3s. You're the one. This is what they all want Blueface to say. To them. That's what they want. And I'm just dropping it on you, Earth Angel. Right here, Divine Goddess. Davy, it's not over. You belong to me, okay? So some of them are still going to put up a fight. They're going to still put up a fight. Give me a card from Nvea. They're still going to put up a fight. Give me a card from Nvea. She said she wished she go back in time. She would have. I would have treated you better. Okay, I would have treated you better. So I think if she could go back in time and erase some things she did as she was coming along to Blueface's path, she feels this would be going different right now. Okay, dark attachments is in the middle for Blueface. Negative energy, spiritual blockages. He has dark attachments with this devil energy. I told you, Blueface is on demon time, y'all. He don't even know how to stop himself with this lust and passion. This playing games, you know, he out here. Says, I'm sorry I broke your heart. This is Kashan to Blueface. And it says new divine connection coming soon. Okay, hold on. Let me get one for Stunna. Stunna girl. Stunna girl. Come to the table. Stunna girl. Come on now, Stunna. I am giving you all of that, girl. Give me a call for Stunna. Give me a call for Stunna. I see something flipped over here. Being away from you hurts. That's what she tells him every time, you know? Every time she leaves, you know? Oh, boy. Listen. That's crazy. Let's see. Let me get some tea. Give me some tea in this situation, Spirit. Okay, do I have all the cards? No, they're kind of mixed up. You know, let me put them together. That way I don't have to worry about it. Just gonna stuff them together. Put them all together. Spirit, can you give me some cards for the whole game here? And the situation, especially Nevaeh. That's who I really came out here to get on. After she let Blueface talk to her last night. Like she was dirt on the bottom of his shoe. Yeah, she let him do that. Truth being revealed. Okay. Spirit says pick these up. Okay. I'm picking it up right now. Now, give me a help. Hold on a second, y'all. Please hit that thumbs up button for me. Give me oh shit, yo, it's about to go down. It's about to go down, y'all. I never knock my stones off the table. This shit is about to crash or a tower moment or something. Breakup, separation. They might really get into it bad. I don't know if this is going to be social media. They already did. That shit blew up or it's going to blow up. There is devil energy around, okay? Sex magic, risk-taking, lust and passion, games being played, and blocked energy, baby. Oh, no. That's crazy. Okay, y'all. Pick this up. Get this. Hold on, y'all. All right. Yeah, y'all. Something is about to be, the foundation of something is about to be rocked. It's about to be rocked, y'all. The foundation. Damn, Blue. What's going on, bro? Yo. Oh my gosh, Nevaeh. Please be careful. Be careful. Because it's not even a game. Got my little coin here. It says all things are possible with God. All things are possible. See who's on the front? That's Jesus right there. Okay? So listen, child. Let's see what's going on. I definitely see on the bottom right here. Okay, truth revealed. What the hell is going on? Okay? So Spirit's telling them already whole. You are not missing pieces. Act from fullness, not chasing wholeness attracts more. Everybody's broken. Everybody's pieces of themselves. All right? People's masks are slipping in this situation. As the spotlight continues to stay on everybody, in the Hollywood situation, I told Nevaeh, she's not going to get past that humiliation ritual part of things. And if she's not careful, there could be some ghosting. Okay, some unanswered text messages, some unanswered phone calls, being left on red. Okay, messages left on red, disappearing act, no closure. Just silence. Rejection is what? Redirection. Mask are slipping. Like I'm telling you. And most of them are thinking about is when the next time they're going to get with Blue. Do you see her? That's Nevaeh. Okay? Spirit wants them to, get their mind off of trying to vacuum up some type of win or money like that, or either get focused on their abundance. Spirit wants them to have more of a abundance mindset instead of being so wrapped up in this relationship situation. Okay? It's not getting her anywhere but stress and that's what we call when you try to be smarter than God. She wanted to be smarter than God. Oh, once I have this baby, I'm in there. You hear the call horn honking. But that didn't work. That did not happen. Look at that. She just found out about the third party, like about how many people now. She was just on the outside before. But now that she's over there more, she's in the midst more, he still has to go out and do his venues, his gigs. He's got to be a socialite. He got to go out here and tell these girls they pretty when he think they just, he got to get out here and be on them. And, to get that money, to keep it flowing. Right here, it says someone else is in the picture. Competition triangles, interference, not the full story, and proceed with caution. She is really finding out about what's really going on in this camp. She don't know. Nevaeh thinks she know, but she don't know. He could tell just she don't know nothing. And she just running her mouth. I this and I that, and I'm good to you, and I'm honest and I'm trustworthy. And all he want to do is say, shut the F up, B. You know what I'm saying? Who cares? Look, he'll friend zone him in a minute. He like, you cool and everything. You cool and everything. She trying to say, look at everything I do. Look, to-do list, the gratitude list. It says, count the good out loud. Abundance echoes what you notice. Gratitude keeps the door open. She trying to tell Blueface he should be more, show more gratitude to her, show more love to her, because she was there for him. Great vibes, no sparks, more buddy than bae. That's what he's saying. You're giving more buddy than bae. Safe but not romantic. Accept the role that they can offer. Oh baby. Oh baby. Deadline. Something is coming up. Y'all heard that crash. Boom. No more waiting. It's do or dissolve. Faith grows from movement. Spirit is calling to action. Calling to action. All right? Meaning Nevaeh or whoever else is in this situation. They mentioned a girl named BB. Whoever else is in the situation. Spirit is calling to action. There are plenty of things that you need to be doing besides sitting in Blueface's face waiting for him to narcissistically abuse your ass on campus, on camera. Waiting to be a power couple with Blue when you're supposed to be working on your own dreams and your own plans. It says enough planning. Move your feet. Small steps compound loudly. Progress loves momentum. You see that? They all sitting around trying to be a power couple with Blueface instead of tapping in to their creative flow. Do you see the light bulb? Tap into the creative flow. They're allowing Blueface to get a creative flow. Every time he lays down in peace and gets everything he wants out of all of the women and everybody, and he gets all this busting and everything he wants, he lays down and gets another song idea, gets another idea to how to utilize them. How to utilize them. Look, he's a boxer. You think he didn't watch Kashan? He was very much so proud of Kashan. I don't care that they went through shit. He still was proud of her because he's still upset with her. It was Kashan, too, that took him through there with that baby shit. That's why Nevaeh is catching it. You think I don't know that my monster narc, when I exited the scene, that the person that came after me got that shit 10 times worse? Because he couldn't express his emotions really out of Kashan the way he wanted to. So whoever's coming after it, they're going to get that work. They're going to get that work. Let me see. And look, and the people in his camp, this says office politics right here, right? It says spiritual warrior, compassion in one hand, boundaries in the other, fear loses the mic. Okay, this is Blueface right here. So he knows how people strategize and how people will backstab and flip and twist of situations, how they will talk behind your back, how they will scheme with one another, how they will plan, how they will plot. Listen, Blueface's camp is for him. It is not for Nvea. It's not for Nvea. And also, Blueface, you be mindful because you have a lot to do and you can't be every place at all times. And it kind of makes you, feel like pieces of you are left here and left there. you know, spreading themselves out. But I'm telling you, this situation with Nvea and Blueface and Camp Blue and Circus Blue, drama. You see this? Drama. Blue is gonna bring this storm to any woman that thinks she gonna walk up in his world and think she not gonna go through it. Like some of his most elite bitch, you know what I'm saying, went through. What? He done took people like Kashan through there, and Kashan is holy hands right now. Are you kidding me? Nevaeh, deadline, baby. You working on some time, baby. I don't know what you think you're doing. Chaos follows them everywhere. Constant beef, constant stories. Peace feels boring to them. You don't have to join the chaos. You don't have to join them. You don't have to join this. He's saying he's gonna leave you. He's gonna be out of your world. You ain't gonna get to be in Blue's camp. Then Nevaeh, rejection is God's protection. Count it all joy. Count it all joy. You're supposed to get up, close your mouth, and make plans for you to be heading out, going home the next day, getting close to people who want to be close to you. Okay? Get close to your people, Nevaeh. Because right now, you're in a bad position. You know that's how it is in entertainment. That's what they do. Other people don't want to see other people happy. It says inner power, quiet strength, loud noise. Tap the core battery. You're fully charged. Calm is a superpower. So Spirit says just sit by yourself. Because right now you've become a bit robotic. You become a bit robotic in this situation. And all your divine goddess, Davy, was coming out to do was just drop a little bit of info on you. You see that? Elder's wisdom. You see that, Nvea? Okay. It says, ask the seasoned. Shortcuts live in stories. Listen more than speak. Wisdom hides in silence. You got to get by yourself, Nvea, to get this download about what you need to be doing next. He done gave you the platform already. Your name is known. You have, a famous baby in your stomach, just like Chrisean Jesus' famous babies, the Javon and Journey Pie, little pink face. These are famous babies at this point. Okay? And happy birthday to Javon, okay? Bull Gang, shout out Bull Gang. I didn't know Javon was a little bull. Hey, baby bull, okay? Baby Bull Gang. That's what I'm talking about. Happy birthday, young man. Beautiful celebration that they had for him. Handsome young man, intelligent young man. Just a beautiful energy that was surrounding him, and I really like to see that. Mother and father was on deck. Amazing. They had a party for Jovan. Right. But back to Nevaeh, this shadow work. Sit with the parts of you that hide. Name them. Own them. Free them. What's face can finally fade. You see this, Nevaeh? You sitting there letting Blueface talk you in and out of things. Every time you start standing on your square, you get back over there and you start blinking like SpongeBob, and then it gets kind of, far out, in your eyes, and, you get to blinking and calling him baby and, Jonathan this, and, you wanted to be in it. So you're getting that wake-up call right now. You're getting that wake-up call. You're starting to understand these red flags. And you're also starting to understand that you are different than the people that are around him right now. He is in Camp Blue. Okay? He got things to do right now. All right? He has money to make. He has a name to, cultivate and keep up. Okay? He has to stay in the spotlight right now, Nevaeh. He has to stay in the spotlight. Look at him. This is how Blueface looks at himself. Effortless ease. Look at Blueface. It says, when it's right, it glides. Drop the struggle. That isn't required. Look, he just wants smooth sailing. Nevaeh, I'm telling you right now, the more you argue with him, the more that it's going to go left. Right now, the best thing for you is to get out of Dodge and get back to your own space. Okay? Get back to your own space where the energy is for you. Because you're in his space. He's pulling on your energy. You don't have enough. Superior's energy is wonderful as a child. They have big energy. They're like batteries. But that's not energy that you can pull on for support. You need others. You need real ones. You need some other ones in your circle. Do you see how Chrisean, even though she got her own issues, you see how she surrounded herself with either her church or either her sisters that really fuck with her like that? You know what I'm saying? Her family that fuck with her. Even the family that don't fuck with her like that, they fuck with her. You know what I'm saying? Even the ones that don't mess with her, they mess with her. Because they were all proud that she won that fight. They asked Taseki, they was like, Kashan won the fight. She said she better have won that fight. Come on now. Taseki is her first trainer. I keep telling y'all. Everybody keep trying to take credit for, she's her first trainer. First one that taught her how to put it down like a pound. Yeah. Spirit said divine timing. Not a no, just a not yet. Trust the cue. Prep behind the scenes. Okay? Spirit says they keep trying to open a door, or Nevaeh or someone is trying to open a door that wasn't ready to be open yet. Inner child. Play heals. Offer comfort, not criticism. Bring your kid home. Joy is medicine. Do you see what this card said? Bring your kid home. Spirit is telling Nevaeh go where her space is, where she can be fully recharged and get some real self-love. You see this, Nevaeh? I'm just trying to drop it on you. Because right now, you're walking on a tightrope with Blueface, and I saw that all on that live. Everybody's seen that. Go play back that live stream. Go look at how you treat Kashan. He's going to bring you through there. He's going to take you through there. We're just trying to give you a helping hand up with this situation, because I see it. I see it. Even the faintest light will find you when you reach with an open heart. It says centered, not numb. Respond, don't react. Stillness is strength. He's seeking to aggravate you, girl. You can't be aggravated like that. You will miscarry. You will have a very bad pregnancy. You will resent him if you let him take you through that during this pregnancy. You want to see how many times Kashan cried on that camera when she was with the baby and without the baby? But when she got the baby, he took her through there. As long as she kept her heart pining. As long as she kept pining. As long as she wanted a piece of that fruit off that forbidden tree. Oh, you want some of the fruit, right? You want to keep messing with Blueface, right? You want to listen to his late night banter and late night calls and stuff like that, right? You want to put love spells on him, baby? You need to cleanse your energy. Because she's finding out who the captain, who the boss, look, boss moves, who the boss is. And why he keeps coming back. She's starting to feel like she's in a nightmare. Or for a cash app every now and then. I don't know. Every now and then. Because he damn sure is going to come through and love bomb her. As soon as she exits, damn sure going to come through. And then pretend like all these women catfished him. Like he don't know what's happening. He don't know what's wrong with them. You know? Look, I said, Nvea wants to be the main character. They all do. Not just Nvea. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to be like Chrisean. I keep telling you, she was the blueprint. You know what I'm saying? Because Blue had Kashan on his hip like that thing, okay? Everywhere he went, Kashan was with him. I'm going to give them that. He was happy too. With Kashan, like he would throw his arm around him. They was rolling. They want the main character. But they're getting a lot of silent treatment. They're getting a lot of brick wall. They're getting a lot of closed off. It's angry. They don't like it. He not giving them what they want. He's brokenhearted. He ain't gonna give it up. And they don't know what to do to crack this wall, to bring this down, to get in that main character energy. He's steadily walking out the door on them. Steadily. And they looking for a safe space to be. They get to talking to their friends and their family after, you know, their heart start feeling some type of way. Or either when they try to keep it to themselves, shit gets overwhelming. It gets overwhelming. And they trying to be, you know, all out there on the damn Twitter, on the Twitch, on the wherever they be, on the Kick and all this stuff. They want to be out there. Well, he's steadily breadcrumbing them. He breadcrumbing them, walking out the door, do whatever he wants to do. You're not going to control Blueface. I keep telling her that she's not going to control him. No matter how much time she send him hearts and this and that and the other, and she tells him how her heart is a flame. Look, twin flame. Let them keep on. Let them keep on. Messing with Blueface. Trying to be right here. And then they wind up just needing to talk to people after they get offline because he done walked out the damn door and done got dressed and done treated them cold. Done came back at 4 in the morning, they didn't even take a shower and got right in the bed and said, hey, baby, I'm ready for you next. Intense mirror energy. Push and pull. Runner chaser. Deep trigger and deep healing. Not for the faint of heart. Spirit saying things are going to change soon. Things are going to change soon. Because Spirit's going to need them to get grounded instead of being over there distracted, trying to send messages and trying to be the main one, be the main character, be the influencer, be his main chick, the way Kashan was. Yeah, they got to clear this. There's some past life trauma. Yeah. Blue had a relationship with Kashan. He had one with Nevaeh. He had one with Jaden. Anybody else he deems to have a one with, yeah, he had these ones with them, these past life. This is karma. This is energy he having to clear with people. The last card I'm gonna give on that. Its spirit says, use your intuition, Nvea. You know where you're supposed to be and what you're supposed to be doing. And you ain't been doing it. You ain't been doing it. You're supposed to be getting grounded. Feet on earth, head clear, grow roots before reaching higher. Depth feeds height. Okay? And Blueface, we all on the internet. Technically single, emotionally unavailable, keeping options open, not ready to commit. Don't take it personal. Spirit says tap in. Gut feeling louder than words. Tiny red or green flags. It's an inner voice guiding you. If it feels off, it is. It is. Stop playing with your divine goddess, baby. Stop playing. I'm just saying. Give me a call for Nevaeh. I'm just saying. That's where it's at for the situation. You disrespected the shit out of you, Nevaeh. I didn't like that. That was crazy. And for the fact that you stayed there in the bed and allowed it, it says a lot to him. It says a lot about who you are, what you want, and how you love yourself. Because he know he was disrespecting you in that bedroom. You see that? You sitting there, fuck all the bullshit, talking back. But you know, you hit them feelings as you laid there on that bed. You hit them feelings. Tried to act like that didn't bother you. Everybody's hiding feelings. Everybody. Yes, Blueface is a stalker. I told you that. He be watching everybody. Okay? He watches her. He watches Jaden. He watches Stunna. He watches them all. He watches Kashan. He watches them all. He said that he know they watching each other, watching to see if he's watching them. You know what I mean? Major jealousy. Said they got a bunch of junk going on. And he says he can't get over how every time he comes in Nevaeh's vicinity, all she can do is talk about Stunna, or talk about where he been, or talk about what he doing, when she used to be like, she good, she cool, she ain't got to argue, she ain't got to do this, she's chilling. That's a lie. That's a lie. He says, and they all on the paper chase. He says, and they wish they would get on the paper chase, but not his. He says he wished they would get on the paper chase. Okay? Kashan, protected. Son, Kashan and her son are protected right here. There is a lot of jealousy going on right now. Kashan is giving big boss energy. Alright. Stunna. I always see this come out for Stunna, snake in the camp. Golly, man. Golly. Stunna. She says she different. She different, you know, and these birds, they get what they get. She said, she talked about Nevaeh. She's like, Nevaeh, no need to be crying. She said, I told you, you're supposed to be on your shit, bitch. Like, come on now. She said, listen, I'm drinking, I'm coping, I'm getting through. And she said, yep, your nigga still pulling up on me. Yep. Ooh. Blueface said, this is chess, not checkers, baby. Chess, not checkers. He said, you're not going to, he said, it's never going to be the case that just not that into you. He said, they're starting to figure out that I'm just not that into them. Okay? He said, don't work the other way around. It don't work that other way around. You know, I said somebody said they my sons. He said they my daughters. Yo, listen. No, they can't be your daughters, bro. Because you can't be being with your daughters like that. What did you talk about? He said, yeah. They all my sons. He said, they my daughters too. He said, look, I'm the grand wizard. Twin flame. He said, I teach them their lessons. He said, I teach these hoes, look, single mommies. He said, I teach them their lesson. Every time they come to me and they want to be in this abundant union, he said, I got to take them and I got to show them what it is. He said, I got to put a little something on their shoulders, on their back. You know what I mean? Yeah. So you know what it is. Come on, Blueface. He said, even my own gonna learn that. Even my own gonna learn what it is. Don't you wait. So everybody's so busy trying to heal this heart of mine. You see what I'm saying? You think Blueface don't know he got a wound that needs to be healed? Yeah. He said they're gonna do a lot of crying. See him? He said they're all gonna do a lot of crying. There's a lot of releasing that needs to go on. He said, and I wish they would just focus on what they need to focus on. This says, make it happen. Stay positive, work hard, make it happen like a boss. You got this. He wished they would work on what they need to work on, he said. And they ain't been doing it. He said they've been sitting around thinking about him. Trying to stay connected on the internet, watching him. You see those eyes? Watching him. Trying to see what's on his mind, what he doing. said, I know you fucking lying. Divine gotta save me. I'm not. I'm not lying. Look, he said, I ain't lying either. He said, either. He said, watch my actions speak louder than my words. He said, because these chicks, you know what I'm saying? These goofies. He said, that's what he called. He talking to them crazy. He said, these goofies, all this major jealousy right here. He said, they think they so tapped in and they think they know, you know. He said, nah. He said, they just straight using their yoni. He said, they're the same. That's why they get played. He said, they all the same. He said, yeah, I got feelings for somebody. I got feelings about things right here. He said, but I'll never tell who it is. Because this is somebody he went through it with. I don't know. This could be Chrisean. Okay. This could be Jaden. I don't know. It's somebody. All I know is that he studied deleting his feelings. He not even doing it. He not even doing it. He said, if she ain't found nothing. He said, it's hidden messages. She ain't seen the tip of the iceberg. That's what he said. He said, she has not seen the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the Empress energy, when it comes to the yonis, when it comes to the pregnant mamas, or, you know, the baby mamas, or who he's getting with, who he's sleeping with, who he's hanging out with. That she don't even know. She said that shit would make her mad. It would make her mad if she really knew. If she really knew why she got ghosted. He said, oh, and the money? Huh. Oh, no. Ain't going to be no more swiping. He said, because now she's been outed about his hidden messages. He's going to take that and he's going to use it. He's going to use it. He's going to use it. That's why Stunna don't promise shit. Stunna don't promise nothing. So he can't use it against her. She don't promise shit. She said, I didn't say I was going to be faithful to her, not a mother effing thing. She said, look, do what you do. You know? She said, I didn't say I was going to be faithful about nothing. Give me some cards on Stunna. We ain't get no cards on Stunna. We get cards on Stunna? Stunna. Not over you. She not over Blueface, or Blueface not over her. Look, this is Stunna. Stunna said, you know, she said, bitches, you know, y'all... Look, Stunna, come on now. She said, yeah, it is what it is. She said, they not on their grind. They not on their Empress. She said, you know what it is? We in the game. She said, we in the game, and y'all coming here talking about marriage dresses and all this dumb shit. She said, listen, not over you. She not over Blue, or somebody's not over her. Yeah, Blue not over her. Every time you see her, you don't care. I tell you, she feel they the same. Look, physically fighting, she feel they the same. Like, they get it popping. She don't care. She just like Kashan. She'll give him a run for his money. Uh-huh. He said he like her roughness. You know? That's what he said he like. Okay? Give me cards for Nevaeh. That was Stunna. A couple of cards for Stunna. She said she working on changing for herself. I know it. I get it. Okay. Nevaeh. Need some cards on you, Nevaeh. But you just out here just, you know, trying to be famous in the wrong way. I don't know if that was a skit, but that was a bad skit, Nevaeh. If that was a skit, all right? You taking a bad risk when it comes to the situation with Blueface. You have found yourself in quite a situation. You taking a risk. Okay? Who's she taking a risk? Look at this revenge. Nevaeh's heart is hurt right now. She's angry. Nevaeh is angry because this was hanging out over here by the Empress. This is the pregnant woman. Empress is also the pregnancy. Okay? With the waters. She done found these messages, these mad hoes that Blue playing with. She feel like he playing with her. He making her look silly. Look, I told you. She know what she with the devil. Look, and he gonna get his back. Don't let him find out nothing. And even if he didn't have nothing to get you back with, Nevaeh, he's a narcissist, boo. He gonna take you up and through there. He gonna lie to you. He gonna tell you fake news. He gonna stress your ass. He gonna teach you a life lesson. Trust and believe. He gonna teach it to you. You hear the car horn honk. He gonna teach it to you. Because she hot like fire right now. And she's angry. She's angry. She said Blue done sweet talked her, manipulated her, victimized and charmed her. On the low, she says she feeling like a jackass, or either she's calling him a jackass, so they saying that about each other. It's a blame game going on right now. Yep. Nvea, pregnant Karmic. Pregnant Karmic. Look at this. You see what done came out, right? You see that, right? Nvea is about to jump off. It's about to jump off. The way those cards fell off. Falling off. I don't think there's going to be no forgiveness here for what they just went through last night. You know, that be the camel, the straw that breaks the camel's back. You know, there's going to be a ghosting, separating energy between those two. That shit's going to go off the cliff. He said he don't love them. He just act like he does. They don't love him. They're just using him. Everybody knows it's their karma. Everybody. Said they just wasting time. Ooh, wait. I think somebody did spells. You know what I'm saying? I think that shit is backfiring. You know? See this here? It almost looks like a heart. Spiritually connected. Somebody did some spells. And that shit is backfiring. And it's coming back. That house, get away from it. You know what I'm saying? It's ricocheting through the house. That's why no girl is finding any. You know what I'm saying? If you're not planning on coming through there, acting just like Blueface, you need to get your ass on up out of there. Get their asses on up out of there. Because narcissists never let go of anybody. I'm just letting you know something spiritual and paid right here. Okay, crown's still intact. You already know. If you want your crown to still be intact, the minute you start going over there to the blue camp, the house of blues, you know, the haunted house of blue, okay? Like you go to a carnival, you go to a circus, you go to the haunted house. Yeah, you go in that house. You're going to find all kind of nymphomaniac, orgies, threesomes, bisex, rough sex, endless. You don't know what you'll find in there. I don't know. Because he said he not Diddy style. I believe it. I believe it. Cold-hearted. But he cold-hearted, baby. He going to take you through there. Blueface ain't playing. It's going to be a lot of tears. Look at this. Somebody said they're working on changing for themselves. STD, itching, burning, irks, foul odor, and taking meds. Listen, somebody say that. Who is this? Whoever it is, it's the narcissist. I'm a narcissist. That's what they say. I tell you that. Somebody's sweetening up bullshit, though, when it comes to what? These twin flames. Gonna teach every last one of them a damn lesson. Every last one of them. Because they figure slow and steady wins the race. As long as they keep chasing. Look, they keep chasing him. He said, oh, you keep chasing? You keep chasing a demon? Like, you know I'm on demon time. You know I'm fucked up out here. You know what I'm saying? You know I'm out in these streets. He said, you know it, but you want to come over here with a damn love offer? He said, you know what it is? He said, I fuck with vultures, baby. They'll eat you alive. And they said, oh my God, what? Crying over you? He said, if you're a goddess, then act like it. Don't come over here trying to do some down low dirty shit and then tell me that you're the real blessing. He said, I be known. He said, I got ancestors too. The shaman. The shaman is watching over it. You know what I'm saying? Trying to tell me that you're spiritual. Trying to control me, the little wee energy. You know what I'm saying? He said, you know I got control issues, man. He said, it ain't little by any means. That's about control. Trying to get a winning season. A 777 from who? A narcissist, baby. Player, user, narcissistic, multiple partners, and opportunists. Okay? He said, you trying to play me? Look at my. He said, look at my resume. Why? How? He said, look, you bothered. He said they bothered. Especially when they get a load of these towers, and that was that tower crashing earlier. The tower is hitting their asses. It's hitting their asses, baby. And if it hasn't hit it, it will. With this death energy, things are transforming. He said, get out of Dodge. He said, baby, because when I come through, I'm going to tank up on you. I'm going to tank up on you just like he tanked up he said, don't let me get a case on you. You know what I'm saying? This is the case. He said, don't let me build a case on you. They're going to do it anyway. He said, I'm going to tank up. I'm going to put on a show, baby. I'm going to put on a show. He said, you want to catfish me with these babies? Look. He said, you want to catfish me with the babies? I said, it's okay. Bring it down. Bringing it down. Said he a narcissist, baby. Ooh. He said, I'm petty. Oh. Blueface. Ouch. Oh, baby. Anything else? I went over there about Stunna. What else you got to say? Researchers. Stunna been watching. Jealous as fuck. She said they all jealous. Oh my gosh. Friend, ex-friend, lover, ex-lover, ex's new partner, family, co-worker. Nvea, go get on your shit. Okay? Block out all the bullshit. Go get on your stuff because that's not good. We can clearly see what you're going through. And I keep telling you, the ancestors are watching you, Nvea. She said, that's all right. It's going to go back. Yeah, it will go back, Nvea, but you need to get out of Dodge. Every time you come through talking about I miss you, get out of Dodge or else that shit is going to come back and hit you, Nvea. It's not going to hit him. See, you hoping it'll hit him. It's not. It's time to let it go and give it to God because you're suffering in silence. You trying to make us think that it's sweet and it's not sweet at all. It's not sweet. Look at you. We just see you like this. We see you looking through the window trying to, you know what I mean? Like, what's happening there? He said he think you just coming over here, you know, you trying to present yourself as the real blessing, but look at how you letting him treat you. You just getting fed up. He said, because you sitting up there accepting everything every other hoe accepted. Look, you sitting up there doing the same thing. Ain't nothing different. You obsessed too, he said. Ain't nothing different. He said you out here wanting him to wrap your heart up. He said he don't got it for you. Once again, he working on changing for himself. He said, listen, it's a lot going on with him. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying this is, I have no proof this is the hypothetical celebrity read. But he says there's a lot going on in my camp. He working on changing for himself. Yeah, he's still getting up. He's still battling his shadow aspect. He's still doing things. He said he's still doing things. Okay? He said, and they come over there, you know, they be wanting a handout. They be wanting guidance. They be, you know. He said it's a lot. Oh, wait. Listen, y'all. I'm going to wrap that up. I'm going to wrap that up. That was quite a damn read. That was quite a damn read. Listen, we'll be back to check in with them. I just wanted to come on here and get into Nevaeh's ass real quick. Real quick. Because I didn't like that. She sat there and let that man talk to her all types of ways, sideways, and she pleaded her case, baby. Let him run all through her history. Ask her 30,000 questions, but that's how it gotta be when you're with a narcissist. It's nothing you're not gonna allow that narcissist to look at. They can look through your phone. They're gonna look through your phone records. They're gonna be all on your internet, and your this, and your that, and your inbox, and your DM, and they still sit there like this. Oh, Blue, I love you, Blue. Blue, Blue, Blue. Until they get a touch of deja vu. Boss. That's all he see. They sitting there looking at him. And then when he get with them, it just be a deja vu again. Like, I've been here before. I did this already. You know? He said, I'm trying to do something new. Ooh. Ooh. He said he want a fresh beginning. Reinvent yourself. New ventures. Watch me shine. He said he's tired of this sugar-coated bullshit. Nvea. Call for Nvea. Here we go. She knows it's a red flag. And yeah, there's some type of money or something that she's going to be in need of or needed, or he was the open door to. Yep, he was the open door to that. But he had all kind of red flags, and she ignored him. She ignored him. It says believing in fairy tales, idealizing love, constantly waiting, forever dreaming. Yep. Give me a card for Chrisean. Bag secured, Kashan. Achieving goals, mission accomplished, financial stability, got it locked. Sometimes she think about Blue, but she look at that as her past life now. You know what I'm saying? But she got the bag secured. Okay? Anything else for Kashan? Yep. Big break for Kashan. All right, Kashan. Get it. Blue's still hiding himself. You know what I'm saying? Blue got a lot of things he don't talk about while he's still out here dating and meeting people and stuff like that. And yeah, divine intervention will happen, baby, because don't think that God is not watching, you know, the ups and downs that he's going through with these relationships. He's watching it, you know. Some of these women, they really want to live a luxury life. I don't know if they're going to go to Kashan or if that's his mama, you know what I mean? That he got commitment issues because of Carlissa. That's what I'm seeing also as well. Carlissa. Said he's trying to bounce back, you know, he's trying to be his best self. But all in all, Spirit is saying for them to trust the signs because all of them are out here on the internet right now. And Spirit says there's some fake flexing going on. You know what I'm saying? Some big fake flexing. And this rebound energy, you know, people trying to put their hearts in other people's hands, and Blue ain't going for it. Look. He ain't going for it. He said, baby, just go ahead and take care of yourself. He said, don't get out here trying to catfish and Photoshop me. He said, it ain't going to work. He said, all you're going to get is a big payback. He said, I'm going to boomerang that thing back. He said, it's best you go be like my other, you know, like with Sean, go be self-made, go do something different. He said, because right now they're not going to get nothing from him with the situationship. Nothing. Because all he sees is himself right now. Blueface is a narcissist, baby. He said, all they're going to get is triggered. Oh, my gosh. He said, every time I swipe right, baby, I'm going to keep swiping right. He said, sugarcoated. None of us are telling the truth. Ooh, B. He said, they want to go through it. I'm going to take them through it. When Unbreakable, he said, the wind, the storms, the lightning, the rain, just for them to figure out, just for them to wake up and understand. They're going to be gaslighted like a mug, and they need to get their asses on up out of there. He said, I'm going to keep putting a smile on. Look at Nevaeh's face. That was Chrisean. That was Nevaeh. That was Jaden at times. He going to keep putting a smile on. He got to break a cycle. He got to break a cycle. If If you don't, he just gonna keep charging up on him, and that's how it goes. He said, "Yep, that's about it." Oh, that's about it. Okay, that is the reading, y'all. Thank y'all so much for tapping in for that very in-depth, detailed, okay, entertainment read on Nevaeh Blueface. More so, we tapped in with Kashan for a minute. Stunna made a debut. Jaden's been quiet. I like it. I like when Jaden stays quiet. You know, she stays out of the mess. But Nevaeh, that was a bad look. That was a bad look. And why it looks even worse for you is because you were able to learn from Chrisean's situation, but you didn't. You didn't do no research. You didn't find out. You think you know more than us. You know what I'm saying? We the elders in the community. You think you know more than us. We be trying to tell your ass, but you don't want to listen. And you're going to have to just go through there. And Blueface is going to be your teacher, baby. He said he here to teach. He going to teach him. Okay? I told you. He said, I'll show you how to do this, son. But you're not a son. You're a daughter. So he was saying, I'll show you how to do this, daughter. Like, you know, you want a father? He said, I'll be your father. I'll be your pappy, baby. I'll show you the way. Okay? He said, going to show you. All right, Nvea? So listen, mamas. I'm going to get on up out of here. That was the tap in. But yeah. Nvea, protect yourself. Go back to your environment. That's where you'll find more safety and you're going to find more protective energy. Stay out of Blueface's camp. And if you don't want to come over there, you know it's going to be some shit. Because he says, if he invites you over and you say you don't want to come, you know you say you're going to go get the next one. Then let him get the next one. Make your quiet exit. Take care of your child. If that's his child, take care of your child together. Do your co-parenting duty and keep it pushing. Because ain't no way he's going to give you no respect. Okay? That dude just issued a blow. That dude just came into his camp and kicked in his door with his woman, quote unquote. You know what I mean? Quote unquote. Mind you, he says he's single and you're in a relationship. That alone right there says enough. Is that the kind of love you want? Is that what you're showing your son? Is that what you want? Okay? Is that what you want? How long you gonna keep paying a high price for what we call low living? You paying a high price for low living. You understand what I'm saying, Nvea? It could be much better than this. Do you think that this is the best that God has to offer? Or this is just what you want to offer yourself? God says you got to answer that question. Because if you're trying to say this is what I've given you, you better go somewhere and tap in. That's what Spirit is saying to her. Go somewhere and tap in. All right, y'all. That is the tap in. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate everybody that rolled through. Oh, Laura, what's up, Bookie? Okay. Someone timing. You there, Ethan? What's up? Hey, what's up, Dion? Hey, Sharon. Hey, Kane. All right, yeah, I hope they tap in. I hope they see the reading. Some good info in there. Because, baby, he going to take her through there. You understand? She's not going to get out of the cycle. She's not going to get around the abuse or whatever comes with it. She's not going to get around that. A narcissist has a pattern. They do not change. You could try it. You will turn gray and blue in the face trying to get a narcissist to do something different. It ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen. All right, y'all. That's the tap in. And I will see y'all on the next one. Peace.